chosen ones. Welcome back. The light has brought you back to us once more. I carry an urgent and sacred message today, and this message is not for everyone. If you are not walking the divine path, if your heart is not aligned with truth, obedience, and spiritual discipline, this video will feel uncomfortable. You might feel restless. You might feel challenged, but if you are a true follower, if you are one of the chosen, understand this clearly. This message has reached you at the exact moment heaven intended. Not a day early, not a day late, right on time. God is warning you for 2026, and this warning is serious. There are certain things about your life, your calling, your plans, and your spiritual experiences that must never be revealed carelessly. Not to friends who seem supportive, not to family who think they know you best, not even to people who claim to love you deeply. What you reveal too early can be delayed, distorted, or destroyed. The spiritual realm responds to words, and not all spirits wish you well. I need you to stay with me until the very end, because what I am about to share may protect years of your destiny. Many chosen ones have fallen, not because they were weak, but simply because they spoke when God asked them to stay silent. They shared their vision before it had roots. They celebrated their calling before it had form, and the enemy used their own words against them. Before we continue, if this already resonates deep within your spirit, take a moment to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Tap that bell so you never miss a message meant for you, and comment 777 below to declare that you are aligned with divine timing and ready to walk wisely into 2026. That number is not random, it is a spiritual marker. Let it be your declaration today. Let me settle your spirit first. If you have ever wondered why your life felt harder than others, why you never quite fit in, why your path seemed delayed or misunderstood, this is why God has always worked this way. He does not choose the loudest voice in the room. He does not choose the proudest heart or the most celebrated talent. He chooses the ones the world ignores. He chooses the ones shaped in silence, refined in obscurity. Look at the pattern throughout Scripture. Moses was not confident. He questioned God repeatedly. He felt unqualified for the mission God assigned him. Elijah carried tremendous power, yet also battled deep exhaustion and moments where he wanted to give up entirely. David was not even invited to the table when the prophet came looking for a king. His own father forgot about him while his brothers stood in the spotlight. That is not coincidence. That is divine strategy. God hides his greatest instruments in plain sight until the right moment arrives. And you, chosen one, have been hidden for a reason. Not because you were forgotten, but because God was protecting what he was building in you. God chooses unlikely vessels because pride cannot survive the process he requires. If you had everything easy, if success came without struggle, you would rely on yourself. But God needed you to rely completely on him. He needed you to know what brokenness feels like, so you could recognize true healing. He needed you to experience rejection, so you could carry genuine compassion. He needed you to walk through valleys, so you would never forget who brought you through. You were shaped, not punished. Every hard season had purpose. Every closed door was protection. Every delay was preparation. Nothing was wasted. Many chosen ones struggle with self-doubt, and if that is you, hear me clearly. That doubt is not weakness. It is evidence that your heart is still teachable. The arrogant believe they are ready. The proud assume they have arrived. But the chosen ones know they have not. And that is exactly why God can trust them. You question yourself because you fear misrepresenting God. That fear is holy. Being overlooked did not mean you were unqualified. It meant you were being preserved. God did not expose you too early, because exposure without preparation destroys people. You were protected while others were promoted. You were trained in private while others were celebrated in public. Now you are beginning to understand why. Chosen ones are often misunderstood because they see things others miss. You have always felt things that others ignored. You noticed patterns where others saw randomness. You sensed motives beneath surface words. You felt spiritual heaviness in places where others felt comfortable. That awareness felt like a burden when you were young, but it is a gift. God gave you spiritual sensitivity early because you would need it later. That sensitivity is why crowds drain your energy, why noise exhausts you, why shallow conversations feel heavy. You are not antisocial, you are discerning. Your spirit filters more than most people can handle, and God knew that. That is why He trained you in solitude. Being chosen does not mean being perfect. Moses struggled with anger. Elijah battled fear. David made mistakes. God did not remove his calling because of their humanity. He worked through it. The calling is not fragile. It is anchored in grace. You may have felt different since childhood. You may have asked questions others did not care about. You may have felt drawn to spiritual things without understanding why. That pull was not imagination. That was recognition. Your spirit was recognizing its source before your mind could explain it. Many chosen ones grow up feeling like outsiders, even within their own families. Not because they are unloved, but because they are wired differently. Your values do not match the mainstream. Your tolerance for injustice is lower. Your hunger for truth is stronger. God placed you there to observe and learn, not to blend in. Chosen ones are not raised to fit comfortably into existing systems. They are raised to confront those systems. That is why comfort was never your primary teacher. Pressure taught you. Silence taught you. Waiting taught you. God allowed lessons. Others never had to learn because others were not assigned your role. There were seasons when you felt forgotten, times when prayers seemed unanswered, moments when you wondered if God skipped you. He did not. He was building depth while others learned how to perform. You learned how to endure. And endurance is rare. Your difficult background did not disqualify you. It qualified you. Your struggles did not delay you. They prepared you. Your isolation did not weaken you. It sharpened you. God was not absent. He was intentional. You were never behind. You were being aligned. Now let me tell you why silence is absolutely critical to protecting what God is building in you. The enemy does not primarily fear what you already know. He fears what you will become. He fears the fullness of your potential. He fears you walking completely in your calling. And one of the fastest, most effective ways to sabotage your future is to announce it prematurely before its appointed time. Every word you speak about your vision, your assignment, your spiritual progress, your plans releases energy into the spiritual realm. Words carry weight. Words create atmosphere. Words open doors. And here is what most people do not realize. Not all spirits listening are friendly. Not all ears hearing you are rooting for your success. Some are threatened by it. Some will oppose it. Some will actively work against it, even if they smile to your face. When you share too much too soon, you expose your seed before it has developed strong roots. Think about a seed planted in soil. In those early days, it is vulnerable. It needs protection. It needs darkness. It needs time to establish itself underground before it can break through to the surface. If you dig it up too early to show people, you damage it, you interrupt the process. The same is true spiritually. People who are not spiritually mature enough to understand what God is doing in you will judge it. They will criticize it. They will apply their limited perspective to your unlimited calling. People who feel threatened by your growth will resist it, sometimes without even realizing why. They will speak doubt. They will highlight risks. They will remind you of past failures. Even people who genuinely love you may unintentionally speak against what God is building because they cannot see what He sees. Their limitations become weights on your faith. Their fear becomes interference in your focus. This is not about being secretive for the sake of secrecy. This is not about being paranoid or isolating yourself completely. This is about being strategic. Silence protects what is still forming. Silence guards what is not yet strong enough to withstand public scrutiny. Silence keeps your assignment safe from premature opposition. Joseph is the perfect biblical example of this principle. He made the mistake of sharing his dream with his brothers. His vision was real. His destiny was certain, but his timing was completely off. He shared it before he was ready. He shared it with people who were not ready. And what happened? His own brothers sold him into slavery. They could not handle his future. They could not celebrate his calling. His words became the very weapon used against him. Years of hardship followed that premature revelation. Joseph had to endure false accusation, imprisonment, and abandonment. All of this could have been avoided if he had simply waited for the right time. Yet even in that painful lesson, God was still faithful. What the enemy meant for evil, God used for good. But the process was much harder than it needed to be. Sometimes God gives you vision not to announce publicly, but to anchor you privately during the difficult journey ahead. That dream, that calling, that promise is meant to strengthen you when external circumstances seem to contradict everything He told you. It is meant to keep you steady when people misunderstand your choices. It is meant to sustain your faith when logic says to give up. It is fuel for your private endurance, not content for your public platform. Sometimes God gives you vision not to announce publicly, but to anchor you privately during the difficult process. That dream, that calling, that promise is meant to strengthen you when everything around you seems to contradict it. It is meant to keep you steady when circumstances try to discourage you. It is fuel for your faith, not content for your social media. When you stay silent about what God is doing, you stay protected from unnecessary spiritual warfare. Your gift develops without constant outside interference. Your character matures without the pressure of performance and reputation management. Your assignment unfolds naturally without premature opposition from people who were never meant to understand it at this stage anyway. Silence is not weakness. Silence is wisdom. Silence is strength. There are things happening in your spiritual life right now that people would completely misinterpret if you shared them openly. Encounters with God that sound too unusual for religious people to accept. Transitions that look reckless or foolish from an outside perspective. Convictions that feel radical to those still comfortable in old patterns and traditions. Instructions from God that do not make logical sense yet. Not everyone has the spiritual maturity or the discernment to honor what God is doing in you during these seasons. Protect it carefully, guard it intentionally. Keep it covered until it is strong enough to stand on its own. I want to pause here and say this. If you are sensing this truth resonating deeply in your spirit right now, if you feel like this message is speaking directly to something you have been wrestling with, take a moment and share this video with another chosen one who needs to hear it. Someone came to mind just now, share it with them. And if you have not yet commented, go ahead and type 777 below. Let that be a marker for this moment. Sometimes, making a public declaration of private truth strengthens the discipline you need moving forward. Your comment might also encourage someone else who is silently watching and needs confirmation they are not alone in this journey. Let me give you 3 clear, unmistakable signs that you walk in this lineage, that you carry this calling. These are not vague descriptions. These are specific markers you can identify in your own journey. The first sign is that you have experienced prolonged seasons of waiting that seem to serve no purpose, not just brief delays or minor setbacks, but waiting that felt unbearable at times. Waiting that made absolutely no logical sense. Waiting that tested every ounce of your sanity and every fiber of your faith. Waiting that made you question if God forgot about you, if you misunderstood his promises, if maybe you were never meant for what you thought. But here is what you need to understand. That waiting was not punishment for something you did wrong. That waiting was preparation for something you are called to. Moses waited 40 long years in the wilderness, tending sheep before his real assignment even began. 40 years. That is half a lifetime for many people. David was anointed as king when he was just a boy, but he did not actually wear the crown until he was a full-grown man. Years passed, battles were fought. Betrayals happened. He ran for his life. He hid in caves, all while carrying the promise of kingship. God stretches time intentionally to build capacity in you. He expands the waiting to develop the strength you will desperately need later. If you can endure the weight of the wait, you can handle the weight of what is coming. The wait is not wasted. The wait is working for you, not against you. The second sign is an unusual level of spiritual sensitivity that others around you do not seem to possess. You feel things before they happen. You sense shifts in the atmosphere of a room before anything is said. You discern motives underneath the surface of people's words. You know when something is off, even when it looks perfectly fine on the outside. You pick up on spiritual climates that others walk right through without noticing. That sensitivity can feel overwhelming, especially when you are young and have not learned how to manage it yet. It can feel like a curse. You absorb emotions from rooms full of people. You feel drained after being in crowds. You need recovery time after social interactions. You have always been this way, and you probably thought something was wrong with you. But it is a gift. God gave you spiritual radar, spiritual discernment, spiritual sensitivity, because you would absolutely need it to navigate what is ahead of you. The assignments you will carry require you to see what others miss, to sense what others ignore, to discern what others overlook. You are not paranoid. You are not overthinking. You are not too sensitive. You are perceptive. You are discerning. Trust that inner knowing. It has already saved you more times than you even realize. It has kept you out of wrong relationships, bad decisions, dangerous situations. Honor it, develop it, steward it well. The third sign is an increasing, growing desire for alignment over approval. There was a time when you cared deeply, perhaps too deeply, about what people thought of you. You bent yourself trying to fit into expectations that were never meant for you. You performed to please others. You modified your personality to gain acceptance. You dimmed your light to avoid making others uncomfortable. You said yes when you meant no. You smiled when you wanted to cry. You stayed in places and relationships that no longer served your growth because you feared disappointing people. But something has shifted inside you recently. You can feel it. The change is undeniable. Now you would rather lose the crowd than lose yourself. You would rather be misunderstood by many than be fake with anyone. You would rather walk alone in truth than walk with a group in compromise. You no longer negotiate your convictions for temporary comfort. You no longer silence your voice to keep others at ease. That shift is not you becoming cold, harsh, or uncaring. That shift is evidence of spiritual maturity breaking through. It means you are no longer willing to betray your integrity for temporary acceptance. It means you value God's approval infinitely more than human applause. That kind of internal strength is rare in this generation. That kind of conviction is a clear sign of readiness for what God is preparing. If these three signs reflect your journey, if you recognize yourself in this description, you are not imagining this calling, you are not manufacturing identity out of thin air, you are not forcing meaning onto random circumstances. You are responding to genuine activation. This lineage does not announce itself with loud trumpets and bright lights. It reveals itself quietly through fruit, through peace that defies circumstances, through discernment that sees truth, through alignment that chooses obedience over convenience. You are not becoming someone else. You are finally becoming who you were always meant to be. And this is only the beginning. Now let me give you practical guidance so you can walk this path powerfully without burning out. This calling is demanding, but it is not meant to destroy you. God never intended your assignment to cost you your peace, your health, or your identity. Many strong spirits burn out not from doing evil, but from doing too much without wisdom. They burn out from carrying loads God never asked them to carry, from saying yes when God said wait, from hustling when God said rest. Let me say this clearly. Hustle is not holy. Exhaustion is not proof of obedience. God does not measure faithfulness by how drained you are. He measures it by alignment. If you are constantly depleted, something is out of order. Not in your calling, but in how you are carrying it. You must accept this. You are not the source. You are the vessel. When you try to become the source yourself, you will burn out. Moses learned this. Elijah learned this. David learned this. Now you are learning it too. Rest is not laziness. Rest is obedience. God built rest into creation because He knows your limits. When you rest, you are not stepping away from purpose. You are preserving it. Some of you feel guilty when you slow down. Release that guilt. It does not come from God. Another key is learning to say no without explanation. Chosen ones often overextend because they feel responsible for everyone. But responsibility without boundaries becomes resentment. God did not call you to be accessible to everyone. He called you to be obedient to Him. You must also learn to move at God's pace, not your emotions. When excitement leads, mistakes follow. When pressure leads, confusion follows. But when obedience leads, peace remains, stillness sharpens discernment. It allows God to correct course before damage is done. Stay in genuine humility, remembering that being chosen does not mean you are above correction. God corrects those He trusts. When conviction comes, respond quickly. Delayed obedience creates unnecessary struggle. Protect your inner life. What you watch, what you listen to, who you allow access to your emotions. It all matters. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every voice deserves influence. Let go of comparison. Your assignment is unique. Your timing is intentional. Looking sideways will only distract you. Focus forward. God reveals your next step, not the entire path. Because trust grows in movement, you are allowed to enjoy life. Joy does not dilute calling. Laughter does not offend God. Beauty, rest, connection. These things refill you. A joyful spirit is a strong spirit. If you stumble, do not spiral. Repentance realigns faster than perfection ever could. God is not shocked by your humanity. He is committed to your growth. Finally, stay anchored in relationship with God. Not just in your role, you are His child before you are His servant. When identity comes first, calling stays healthy. This path is demanding but not destructive. God does not call you to lose yourself. He calls you to become yourself, whole and aligned. Take a deep breath right now and let this truth settle into the deepest parts of your spirit. You are not imagining this calling. You are not making this up. You are not forcing spiritual meaning onto random life circumstances to make yourself feel special. You are not late to your purpose. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not confused beyond God's ability to guide you. You are genuinely, authentically responding to something ancient, something intentional, something divinely placed within you before you were even born. You walk in a sacred line that stretches back through history. Moses carried authority to confront systems and lead people out of bondage. Elijah carried truth to speak to power and call down heaven's fire. David carried intimacy with God that produced worship, warfare, and kingdom building. And you, chosen one, you carry a unique measure of all three for this specific time. In this specific world, in this specific generation. The blend is unique to you. The expression will look different than theirs. But the lineage is unmistakable. You were never meant to fit in with the crowd. You were never designed to blend seamlessly into the systems around you. You were meant to stand firm when others compromise. You were meant to speak truth when others stay silent. You were meant to hold the line when others retreat. You were never meant to rush frantically toward a destination. You were meant to align patiently with divine timing, trusting that every season serves a purpose. Everything you have endured up to this point shaped you. It did not shatter you. The pain refined you. It did not disqualify you. Every delay you experienced refined something in you that needed refining. Every closed door protected you from something that would have harmed you. Every quiet season when nothing seemed to be happening was actually preparing you for what is now beginning to unfold. God does not waste pain. He does not misplace His chosen ones. He does not awaken you to purpose without intention, and He certainly does not bring you this far to abandon you now. If this message resonated deeply with you, if you feel like these words were written specifically for your situation, it is because your spirit recognized its own reflection in this truth. This message did not reach you by accident or algorithm alone. It reached you because you were ready to hear it, because you needed to hear it, because God knew this was the right moment for these words to find you. Remember this as you move forward from here. You are protected by God Himself. You are guided by His Spirit. You are not walking this path alone, even when it feels lonely. Even when no one around you understands. Even when you cannot explain it to others. He is with you. His presence goes before you. His favor surrounds you. His angels guard you. His purposes will be fulfilled through you. You are not required to have everything figured out today. You do not need to see the entire path mapped out in front of you. You do not need to understand every detail of how this will all work out. You just need to stay obedient to what He shows you today. Stay humble enough to receive correction. Stay grounded enough to avoid distraction. Stay focused enough to keep moving forward. God will handle everything else. He always has. He always will. Before you go, I want to ask you to do something. If this message genuinely confirmed what God has already been stirring in your heart, if it put words to something you have been feeling but could not articulate, then like this video. Subscribe to this channel so you do not miss future messages meant for you. Share it with other chosen ones in your life who need this same clarity and confirmation. You know who they are. Someone came to mind while you were watching this, send it to them. And one more time, comment 777 below, not as some superstitious ritual, but as a simple declaration, a marker, a moment where you say yes to accepting your calling, yes to trusting divine timing even when it is confusing, and yes to staying aligned with the path God has set before you. Your comment also serves as encouragement to others watching silently who need to know they are not alone in this. Walk forward in peace, not the absence of problems, but the presence of God in the middle of them. Walk in purpose, not performing for applause, but obedient to assignment. God is with you every single step. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of what He wants to do in you and through you. Stay faithful, stay focused, stay aligned. The best is still ahead together. We rise toward the light. Chosen one, listen closely. What I'm about to release over your life today is not entertainment, and it is not coincidence. If you're hearing this right now, it's because God arranged your steps and placed you in the exact stream where this word would meet you. You didn't stumble into this. God has led you here for a reason. Heaven does not waste appointments, and this moment is an appointment. Your breakthrough is not a theory anymore. It is already moving through the distance to reach you. You're about to move from being overlooked and unheard to stepping into the fullness of your divine purpose, and the shift will be so unmistakable that even you will look back and say, "Only God could have done this." For it is written, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you." Isaiah 61. Your light is not coming later. Your light is rising now. And hear me clearly, this is not only a change in how you think. It is a transformation in spiritual atmosphere. It is an alignment of timing, favor, and identity. The things you have been waiting for, praying for, hoping for, and silently aching for will no longer live as distant dreams that tease you from far away. They are moving into your reality. What once felt out of reach will begin to click into place with a speed you didn't expect. Doors that resisted you will soften. Answers that delayed you will come quickly. People who couldn't see you will suddenly notice you. The hand of God is rearranging what you could not rearrange with your own strength. For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1. The season of delay has been teaching you, but the season of arrival is about to reward you. Now, before we go deeper, I need you to take 3 powerful steps, because this is not a passive moment. Engage with it, claim it, partner with it. First, hit the like button, because you are declaring agreement with what heaven is speaking. Second, subscribe as we move toward 45,000 subscribers, because you are connecting yourself to a stream of faith and encouragement. Third, comment the number 99 as a signal of commitment, as a marker that says, "I am ready to step into what God prepared for me." And to every person who sows, supports, or sends a super thanks, may God multiply it back into your life in ways you could not imagine. Not because a number is magic, but because your action is a declaration. Your voice matters, your agreement matters, your faith matters. And if you're truly a chosen one, you will stay until the end, because your spirit already recognizes this word as confirmation, not convenience. Let us hold fast the confession of our hope without wavering, for he who promised is faithful. Hebrews 10:23. Stay with it. Don't drop your focus now, because I'm telling you, this is your moment. God has selected you for a breakthrough that will change your position, not just your mood. It is not by chance that you're hearing this now. It is as if the pieces of your life have been quietly shifting behind the curtain, and suddenly the curtain is about to lift. Within a short span of time, something will happen that shakes your routine and proves that God has been working while you were waiting. The transformation will be so strong, it will feel like the ground beneath you moved, like your life turned on its axis. The breakthrough you have longed for in your personal life, your career, your calling, your relationships, your sense of belonging is closer than it has ever been. You have been through fire, yes, but fire does not exist to destroy gold. It exists to reveal it. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned. Isaiah 43:2. You survived because God was present. You endured because God was shaping you. So watch carefully. The things you've dreamed about will begin to unfold in ways you did not plan and could not force. God is watching over you, guiding you, covering you, and the time has arrived for you to take your place where you can no longer be hidden. Your breakthrough is not a distant promise. It is happening. Expect the unexpected. Those who overlooked you will be compelled to recognize your worth. Those who turned their backs will remember your value. People who dismissed you will suddenly speak your name with respect. You are entering a new season of favor and growth, and it is only the beginning. See, I have set before you an open door which no one is able to shut. Revelation 3:8. That door is not opening for a crowd, it is opening for you. You may have felt stuck for a long time. You may have worked hard, tried again and again, faced setbacks, and been tested in ways that felt unfair. You kept showing up while others were celebrating. You kept believing while others were doubting. You kept planting seed while the ground looked dry. But now, everything is changing. God is saying, your time has come to move forward and overtake those who once doubted you, not because you crave revenge, but because God is not finished writing your story. You are about to surpass the limitations that held you down. There was a season where you had to learn patience, a season where you had to endure trials and still keep your heart soft, still keep your faith alive. That season was not easy, but it made you dangerous in the spirit. It forged you into a warrior. Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. James 1:2-3. You were being built, not buried. You are no longer defined by your past, your wounds, or your setbacks. The very things that tried to break you have become stepping stones. Every betrayal taught you discernment. Every rejection trained your endurance. Every lonely night refined your dependence on God. It is time to stop looking behind you like your future is hiding in your past. Your past is a classroom, not a prison. The people who doubted you will soon see you rise to heights they never imagined. This breakthrough is your opportunity to reveal who you truly are with confidence and grace, not loudness and pride, but authority and peace. You will move forward with strength, leaving behind the chains that once held you back. Because what God is bringing you into cannot be carried by the old weight. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Isaiah 43:18-19. New is not a slogan. It is a season. Now listen. Rejection has been one of the deepest pains you've faced. It cuts, especially when it comes from those closest to you. When family misunderstands you, when friends mislabel you, when people you trusted treat you like you don't matter, it leaves marks. But what if I told you that those who rejected you are about to return and recognize your worth? What if I told you the days of being overlooked are about to be replaced with respect and admiration? This breakthrough will cause a dramatic shift in how others see you. Those who questioned your abilities will be the ones acknowledging your perseverance. Those who doubted your potential will be stunned by your growth. They will look at you with new eyes and realize the resilience they dismissed is the very power that carried you. You will not have to prove yourself anymore. Your actions will speak. Your fruit will speak. Your peace will speak. The Lord will make you the head and not the tail. You shall only go up and not down. Deuteronomy 28:13. This is elevation, not explanation. Sometimes rejection is a hidden blessing. It forces you to rely on God when people fail you. It makes you build inner strength that applause could never produce. It teaches you how to stand alone without becoming bitter. It deepens your faith. It reveals your true potential. And now the hard work, the unseen labor, the silent suffering will pay off. The ones who turned their backs may come seeking guidance. Some will even seek your forgiveness. And yes, it will be humbling, but it will also be confirming. It will prove that your journey was not wasted. Those who sow in tears shall reap with shouts of joy. Psalm 126, verse 5. Your tears were seed. Your joy is harvest. The wounds people caused, especially the ones close to you, may still sting. You carried the weight of their words too long. Some scars felt permanent. But hear this, those who caused pain will come face to face with the impact of what they did. They will realize their actions shaped your life in ways they never understood. And when they come with apologies, it may be difficult to receive them because you remember the nights you cried and the days you held yourself together. But remember, forgiveness is not only for them, forgiveness is for you. It is the key that unlocks your next level. It releases you from being tied to what hurt you. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Stillness is not weakness. It is power under control. When you forgive, you are not saying the pain was small. You are saying God is bigger. These apologies will not only heal what was broken, they will open doors to new possibilities. You will discover that forgiving others does not mean excusing their actions. It means freeing your heart from emotional debt. And in that freedom, relationships that were once shattered can be restored, but restored with wisdom, boundaries, and truth. You will experience a peace that is not fragile, a peace that does not depend on people behaving perfectly, a peace rooted in God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:7. When peace guards you, you stop bleeding on people who didn't cut you. For too long, you may have felt like your worth was invisible. Maybe your parents didn't understand you. Maybe your friends minimized you. Maybe society overlooked you. You were misjudged, dismissed, misunderstood. But that is about to change. Those who never took the time to understand your journey will soon see you as you truly are. God sees what people missed. God saw you fighting battles in silence. God saw you showing up when you wanted to quit. And God is promising that in this new season, your significance will be recognized. Your strength will be acknowledged. Your wisdom will be honored. Your resilience will be respected. You will no longer be the person they underestimated. You will become the person they look to for guidance and inspiration. Humble yourselves, that at the proper time he may exalt you. 1 Peter 5:6. Exaltation comes not from striving, but from God's timing. This shift in perception will change everything. You will no longer chase validation. You will receive the respect you once begged for, and it will come naturally because your life will carry authority. Your relationships will evolve. Love will become more genuine. Support will become more consistent. And the acceptance you longed for will arrive, not as pity, but as honor. God knows your heart. He knows the depth of your pain and the weight you carried. He saw the tears you hid. He heard the prayers you whispered when you didn't have energy for long sentences. He was there in sleepless nights and heavy mornings. And through it all, he was guiding you toward this moment. The Lord is close to all who call on him in truth. Psalm 145, verse 18. You called, he answered, even if you didn't see it yet. Now everything changes. You will not be defined by struggle anymore. The tests you faced will become proof of how far you've come. The challenges that once felt impossible will fade into the background as you step into purpose. Your breakthrough is evidence that you were built for more. You may have doubted yourself before, but now you are standing on the edge of something great. It is time to walk boldly into the future, knowing God has equipped you for what's ahead. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 31:8. If God goes before you, you are not walking into uncertainty. You are walking into preparation. Loneliness has been one of your hardest battles. It crept in quietly, made you feel disconnected, made you feel like an outsider looking in. But your time of isolation is ending. The chains of loneliness are breaking. This breakthrough will heal your heart and bring the right people into your life. People who uplift you instead of draining you. People who see you instead of using you. The loneliness you felt will be replaced with belonging. Relationships that felt distant will become real and meaningful. And as you step into this new chapter, remember, you were never truly alone. God was with you, and he is bringing the right people at the right time. Two are better than one, for if they fall, one will lift up his companion. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. God is sending companions, not distractions. The world you once knew is shifting. The people around you, the places you go, the energy that surrounds you, it is all changing. This is a divine social breakthrough. Your recognition is rising. Your influence is increasing. Your environment will begin to reflect your new status, because when God elevates you internally, your external world eventually follows. People who overlooked you will be drawn to your wisdom and presence. You will find yourself surrounded by individuals who support your vision, who believe in what God put inside you, who want to see you win. Your influence will grow, and you will shape the atmosphere wherever you go. This is not just for personal success, it is for impact. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you that you should go and bear fruit. John 15:16. Chosen people bear fruit that feeds others. If you have always been introverted, staying in the background, keeping to yourself, this breakthrough will shift that. You are about to come out of the shadows and into the light. The quiet, introspective version of you will not disappear, but it will be strengthened with boldness. You will speak when you used to stay silent. You will step forward when you used to step back. And this change will not only be external, it will be internal. You will see yourself differently. You will recognize your worth. You will stop shrinking. You will stop apologizing for existing. You will embrace opportunities for growth and connection because you will know this is your time. Let the weak say, I am strong. Joel 3:10. Strength is not a personality type, it is a decision empowered by God. Fear often comes from believing you are not good enough, or that others' opinions have authority over your destiny. But God is reminding you today, you are not ordinary. You are crafted with purpose. You are formed with intention. The people who tried to make you feel inferior are not greater than you. Their opinions do not define you, and their insecurities are not yours to carry. Release the fear of judgment. Release the fear of rejection. Release the fear of failure. It has no place in your next season. For the Lord your God is He who goes with you to fight for you. Deuteronomy 24. If God fights for you, what are you afraid of? The world may be full of voices trying to dim your light, but you are called to shine brighter. And as you rise, you will see something that surprises you. The ones who tried to hold you down will begin to shrink in comparison, not because you became cruel, but because you became clear. You will realize you always had strength. You always had vision. You always had potential. You just needed the right season to reveal it. Not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit, says the Lord. Zechariah 4:6. This is not a human climb. This is a spiritual lifting. The people in your life are about to shift. Relationships that felt strained will realign with your purpose. This isn't a small adjustment. It's a full transformation. You will begin to attract the right people, those who encourage you, support you, uplift you, and respect what God is doing in you. You will stop wasting energy on relationships that drain your spirit. Instead, you will be surrounded by those who recognize the depth of your soul and the value you bring. These are covenant connections, built on mutual honor, not convenience. And as your relationships shift, your position in life will shift too. Doors will open, professionally and personally. You will enter rooms where your voice matters, where your presence is valued, where your contributions are welcomed. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Proverbs 16:3. Establishment is coming. Throughout your life, you faced challenges that tested your resilience. But now, God's protection is surrounding you in a new way. You are covered, you are kept, you are guarded. No scheme, no jealousy, no criticism, no attempt to tear you down will succeed against what God has ordained. The trials you faced were not signs of weakness. They were proof that you were being prepared for invulnerability in the Spirit. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91, verse 1. In that shadow, you are untouchable by what was meant to destroy you. And now, as you move into your breakthrough, betrayal and disrespect will not be the final chapter. God will turn those painful experiences into beauty. The ones who betrayed you may come seeking forgiveness, but more than that, you will be showered with favor that cannot be explained by human logic. Opportunities you never thought possible will be offered. Doors that stayed shut will open without struggle. This favor will not be earned by performance. It will be released by grace and by the lessons you gained through suffering. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good. Romans 8:28. God doesn't waste pain, He repurposes it. In this new season, you will walk in favor like never before. Favor from God, favor with people, favor in every area of life. You will no longer be ignored. You will be seen. You will be respected. You will be celebrated, not because you demanded attention, but because your life will radiate testimony. The breakthrough that is coming is not a small change. It transforms everything. Old limitations fade. Old struggles lose power. A new chapter opens, filled with possibilities you couldn't reach before. Imagine walking into a room and being recognized, not just for surviving, but for triumphing. Imagine people finally seeing your worth and offering what they once withheld. That is the level of shift approaching you. And listen, your breakthrough will not only affect you, it will affect everyone around you. Those who doubted you will witness your rise and be impacted by your transformation. Your success will become a mirror for others, showing them what is possible when faith meets endurance. You will become a beacon of hope for people still struggling, not because you became perfect, but because you became proof. Proof that waiting is not wasted. Proof that rejection does not cancel destiny. Proof that God can lift a person from hidden to honored. Let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Galatians 6:9. Due season is not a myth. It is a promise. Now is the time to embrace divine timing that brought you to this exact moment. Everything you experienced, the pain, the rejection, the loneliness, the betrayal, it all led you here. Every seed you planted through perseverance is about to bear fruit. The timing could not be more perfect for your breakthrough to manifest. This is not an accident. This is God's design. He has been preparing you, equipping you, strengthening you, and now He is ready to reward you with what you once prayed for in silence. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and He will make straight your paths. Proverbs 3:5-6. Straight paths are opening, confusion is breaking, hesitation is ending. So do not hold back now. Do not shrink now. Do not talk yourself out of what heaven already approved. Embrace this moment fully, knowing every battle was building you for this victory. The world is about to recognize your greatness, and you will walk boldly into a future filled with purpose, love, and success. Your life is entering a new story, and the tone of this story is not defeat. It is fulfillment. It is restoration. It is elevation. It is holy momentum. For nothing will be impossible with God. Luke 1:37. Let that settle into your bones. And now I speak this over you like a seal. The chains of rejection are breaking. The weight of betrayal is lifting. The fog of loneliness is clearing. The doors of favor are opening. Your family dynamics will shift as hearts soften and eyes open. Relationships that were strained will move toward healing and truth. Lost connections that are meant to be restored will return with new understanding. Your past will no longer define you because you are stepping into a new identity. And it is written, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. 2 Corinthians 5:17. New has come, not because you wished for it, but because God ordained it. So step forward. No fear, no doubt, no begging for approval, just divine guidance and unstoppable momentum. This is your moment. Take it with all your heart and do not let go. Thank you for joining me in this holy moment. If something shifted in you as you listened, do not let it fade in silence. Share your thoughts, your feelings, your story in the comments. Your words may be the confirmation someone else has been praying for. You were not led here by accident. You arrived here in divine timing. Every amen, every reflection, every testimony you share sends ripples through the unseen.